What's good, everybody? It is the Superjjjet here, and recently I started rewatching Ben 10 Omniverse because, for hating it for so long, and I feel like maybe I should give this show another chance and see if my opinions have changed. And if you guys want me to talk about how I feel about the show now, tell me in the comments down below. I would really like to know. But I always wanted to make this video for the last couple years now about the top 5 things that Ben 10 Omniverse did that I actually personally enjoyed. Because no matter how bad the show is, I would like to say that, yeah, there were a couple things I always enjoyed about it, or at least in concept. So let's talk about it. So this is my top 5 things I actually enjoyed in Ben 10 Omniverse. Let's get this started. So the first pick is going to be dimensional travel. So on multiple occasions in the show, we see that dimensional travel is actually a thing, especially in the first series where we got to see a time where Gwen actually got the Omnitrix while Ben still remembers having the Omnitrix. Also another time where Ben's parents actually did find out that Ben had the Omnitrix a few years before they actually found out. So it was kind of cool, but in Ben 10 Omniverse, they actually expanded upon that while going to Earth 23, or even having multiple versions of Ben where either was evil or zombie and whatever the case may be. But yes, it was very cool that they actually implemented in that, because I always really enjoy dimensional travel and alternative universes and stuff like that. So it was very cool that they actually did that. So I have to give Ben 10 Omniverse some props on that. My number 2 pick would be learning more lore about the aliens. Of course, we already knew, some lore about the aliens that Ben currently had, but in Omniverse, they actually expanded upon a lot of the lore, man, and it was really dope how they did. Some examples are like when they actually pull up on some of the planets that the aliens are from. And yes, of course, Ben 10 Ultimate Alien did have some examples, like when they go to the planet and stuff. But one of the better reasons I could give out is the time they explain how the Galvan Mechamorphs were made. So basically expanding upon multiple species of aliens is pretty dope. My number 3 pick is we learned a little bit more about young Ben. So I'm not talking about 10-year-old Ben, so I'm talking about when he turned 11 and we got to see him experience more with the older version of the Omnitrix. Because once Ben 10 ended, it just did a 5-year gap and we went to Ben 10 Alien Force. And yeah, they did explain a couple things of what he did during those 5 years, but because the flashback sequences that Omniverse does, and time to time we get to see what they did during that. And give a props to Gwen also, because we got to see how she ended up learning a little bit more of how she does the magic she does now. Because if you guys do not remember, Gwen's magic from the original Ben 10 is very different from the magic she does in Ben 10 Alien Force and onwards. And we get to see how she got that transformation of the types of magic and how she gets her more inner anodite magic. So it was pretty cool that they did that, and they gave a little bit more lore between the characters themselves. So we all know in Alien Force and Ultimate Alien, we saw Alien X a few times, but he was always limited because of Serena, the voice of love, and Bellicus, the voice of rage, always being in there, because Ben is supposed to be the voice of reason, and combined they're the reason why Alien X is able to do any kind of movement. That's why in that one episode of Ultimate Alien where they say that Alien X's species, the Chrono Sapiens, always stay still because they're always arguing against each other.
Celestial sapiens spend almost all of their time debating. It takes a lot to get their attention, and that's fine. We don't want it.
But going back to the point, Alien X's full potential was shown in this show. For example, we got to see Alien X remake a whole entire universe, and of course it didn't come out perfect because Ben was involved and he doesn't really have a good memory of how he made Earth, but nonetheless he survived the universal explosion and he recreated a whole universe. Another episode where Ben was put on trial, we got to see Alien X start boxing people and Ben gained full control of Alien X, so he could do whatever he wants with this alien, which was really cool. I never expected to see Alien X do anything like that. I thought he was just going to be a super powered character that couldn't do anything because he was, limited. My number 5 pick would be bringing back older aliens. So when Ben 10 Alien Force came out, they introduced 10 new aliens at the beginning, And sure, I really like those aliens, but we never really get to see that much of the previous show's alien. Of course, in Alien Force, we got to see Upchuck, Cannonball, Diamond Head, Ghost Freak, and whatever the case may be. Before I say anything else, I was actually very excited when they brought back Cannonball at the end of season 2. I don't know why I saw him come back. I'm like, yo, you gotta be kidding me, my boy is back. And in Ultimate Alien, of course, they brought back Heat Blast, Forearms, Wildma, even gave Wildma in Ultimate form. But they didn't bring back all the aliens back. You know, we were missing Gray Matter, Accelerate, Stingfly. You know, we were missing a lot of classics. And of course, we saw them in the Ultimate Alien intro. Like, you see them right here. But they just never brought them back in the show. They didn't even bother bringing back Accelerate and Upgrade, who were shown in the Generator Rex crossover. But in Omniverse, they did bring back all of the original aliens. Well, except for Spitter. But a win's a win, I guess. But I hope y'all enjoyed this video. Thank you all for watching. If you guys want to see the top 5 things I didn't like in Omniverse, tell me in the comments down below, because you know I got a couple things to say about that. But nevertheless, I hope you guys really enjoyed this video. Thanks for watching. Please subscribe. I am out. Deuces.